You, says Goyalwe, fixing his eyes on that there Joaquin, have gone and led raids agin the Mescalero and Chiricahua, burn up the Muir Valley plumb to ashes, and sold scalps for silver like they was nothing but old coonskins. Joaquin, sweating like a mule in July and looking mighty beat down, hollers back, I done what any soldier'd do. I follered orders, that's all. Goyalwe, he shakes his head slow-like and says, he what burns the hut of a little young'un also burns the star out in the night sky. He what sells scouts sells his own soul right along with them of the kilt. You, he goes on, turning to Ramos, let him do it and covered up his meanness. The shaman saved you from the jaws of death once, give you life through them sacred herbs, but you turned your back on peace and come back to this here land with war. For that, you'll get what's coming to you. Ramos drops down on his knees like a sack of taters. I didn't know about the mission. Goyalwe gives him a long, hard stare. You seen the blood. You seen the tears. You had a weapon and didn't use it to stop, but to kill. That means you knowed. Then he lifts his eyes up, and his voice rings out like an axe hitting a rock. At them shifting sands, 2 of your men tumbled into my trap. I can still see 'em looking at me all desperate, yelling, Bandit Geronimo! Then I took your men one by one, and every last one of 'em, all what looked me in the eye afore drawing their last breath, spoke the same name. He stops for a spell, like he's trying to recollect something slippery. Truth be told, even he didn't know why them Mexicans called him that. He ain't never felt like a thief, nor a bandit. And the name Geronimo didn't mean a hill of beans to his ears. And yet, in the eyes of them dying fellers, he seen the same fear, the same plumb despair, all bunched up around that word. If that name scared the tar out in the Mexicans, then let it be, so he'd be known as Geronimo from here on out. In real fact, them Mexicans was praying in their last gasps, calling on Bendito San Geronimo, Blessed Saint Jerome, the patron saint. It was a mix-up, but a queer coincidence, too, what'd birth a legend. Goyalwe keeps on with his words, his voice getting dark as a storm cloud. These two, he says, pointing at them military deserters, when they come to us, they knelt down and begged for mercy. But they too, just like the others, when they seen me, whispered the same name. That means you knew. You knowed me well enough, but that didn't stop you from killing my family and massacring the whole Badonkaway band. A silence falls, deep and heavy as the stones in the mountain. From the middle of them Apache folks, a feller steps out.